When Denis Villeneuve Sicario debuted in 2015, it was hailed as one of the decade's most gripping crime thrillers. With its masterful tension, Roger Deakins' striking cinematography, and Emily Blunt's morally conflicted protagonist, it became a modern classic. That acclaim made a sequel feel unnecessary, yet in 2018, Sicario, Day of the Soldado arrived, penned once again by Taylor Sheridan. At first dismissed as a weaker follow-up, the film has since revealed layers of political commentary and character depth that make it more impactful when viewed in hindsight. A different creative vision. Part of the criticism surrounding Day of the Soldado comes from its unavoidable comparisons to the original. Villeneuve and Deakins did not return, nor did Blunt, whose FBI agent Kate Macer served as both the audience's guide and the story's moral compass. Instead, the sequel leans heavily on returning characters Matt Graver, Josh Brolin, and Alejandro Benicio Del Toro. The result is a more conventional military thriller, lacking the same haunting humanity that made the first film resonate. Without Kate's ethical perspective, the sequel feels colder and more nihilistic, relying more on violence than moral inquiry. A polarizing political edge. The sequel was also met with controversy over its political framing. Its opening, involving terrorists smuggled across the border, drew accusations of racial insensitivity. Yet, the narrative ultimately reveals that the bombers were not tied to the cartels at all but were homegrown extremists, a twist that undercuts the xenophobic premise. More importantly, the story exposes a U.S. administration willing to manipulate facts, escalate violence, and traumatize innocents simply to protect its image. Released during Donald Trump's presidency, the film's critique of political opportunism felt blunt. Today, however, its portrayal of cynical leadership and reckless policy feels eerily prophetic. Alejandro's humanity amid the violence. Where Day of the Soldado gains its emotional weight is in Del Toro's expanded role as Alejandro. Though portrayed as a ruthless assassin, his bond with Isabel Reyes, the kidnapped daughter of a cartel boss, brings out flashes of compassion. These moments, whether protecting her from harm or showing tenderness through small gestures, remind audiences that even in a world consumed by brutality, humanity still flickers. Alejandro may be a killer, but Del Toro ensures he is never reduced to a caricature. His quiet performance anchors the sequel, making it far more layered than its critics initially claimed. An enduringly bleak vision. While the sequel never reaches the artistry of Sicario, it has aged into something more significant. Its commentary on government corruption, moral ambiguity, and systemic violence resonates even more strongly in today's fractured political climate. Far from being just another crime thriller, Sicario, Day of the Soldado stands as a grim reflection of how little progress has been made on the issues it critiques. With a third film, Sicario, Capos, reportedly in development, the franchise continues to evolve. Whether or not it regains the elegance of Villeneuve's original, Day of the Soldado now occupies an important space, flawed but haunting, a reminder of how art often grows sharper as reality catches up with its warnings.